Michael Flynn in his technical area. Tony Pulis is in his. Who's going to come out the happier tonight? The ball is played back to Dan Butler as we're underway here. Butler plays it left-footed downfield, headed by Flint. Then the Assam Bolonga gets something on it, but the ball is hooked forward as Shotton keeps the ball in play. As Backinson wins that ball in the air, ball falls and it's neatly with Semenyo. Semenyo takes the ball wide. What can he do? He crosses it down to Amond, who shoots, and he shoots just high and wide. And I tell you what, Damien, that was a very good movement. Semenyo showed a class here on the left. He got the cross, he found Amond, he took it off his chest, he turned and he's hit it just high and wide. And I tell you what, that's a good, impressive start.
Perfect, yeah, like you say, he took control, picked his man, and you know that Pod's always going to get a shot away, and unfortunately it was a little bit high and wide, but I say he controlled it, took his time, and yeah.
Goal kick taken by Randolph, forward it goes. Ball comes off Semenyo. Butler hooks it, keeps it in, looking for Amond. Doesn't get there, but Middlesbrough get it forward. Ball played behind Dan Butler, out into touch. Just over a minute gone, and County will have the throw in. What a dream start that would have been, wouldn't it? I mean, it was probably about a yard or so wide, possibly a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's difficult to see when you're high up here, isn't it, exactly? But an impressive start anyway. Dan Butler with the throw-in, tries to find Amond, doesn't get there. Backinson does, wins it, shields it, plays the ball well to Regan Poole. First touch for the youngster, on loan from Manchester United, finds Wilmot, back to Poole. One touch on his left, onto his right, plays the ball down the line, looking for Wilmot, but it's out into touch. But Robbie Wilmot has certainly impressed me a lot. The quality of the balls in to the box, but to me Semenyo is the one, and he's so impressive, this boy. He really is a really good player. I'm sure he's going to be fantastic if he can play at a higher level. If he keeps up this progress, well, Bristol City have got the player, haven't they? Anyway, ball with Wilmot, wins it, plays it forward, and that ball's out into touch, and County will have a throw in halfway inside the Middlesbrough half of the field. Regan Poole, he's got Bennett coming short for it, and Regan Poole plays it looking for Matt, taken by Matt, but unfortunately can't keep it in, and the ball goes out into touch, and we're 2.5 minutes in already. Another experienced player, George Friend, the captain, over 240 league appearances and 9 goals for him in his career, league goals, and Doncaster made 59 appearances. Assam Bolonga plays it across, but Dan Butler's cut that one out, and that's a free kick for a hold on Semenyo, who turned the play, and he would have been free and away.
That was a bit cynical, as I say, wasn't it? He knew that he was going to be away. Yeah.
Backinson, Demetrio, play goes over to the far side and plays to Poole, and now it's with Wilmot, back to Regan Poole, but slightly behind him, has to check, plays it inside and finds Bennett. Semenyo peels away, Backinson holds it, plays it wide to Dan Butler. Butler, back he goes to Demetrio, takes a touch forward, looks up and then plays the forward ball. As the ball is headed by Matt, trying to find Amond. Butler picks up the loose ball, looking for Semenyo, can't find him, and the home side win the ball, but County have won it back with Semenyo. Butler, back to Backinson. Good build-up by County, patient as the ball is played wide, looking for Wilmot, takes it neatly off his chest. Wilmot takes it inside 2 players, crosses it, looking for Amond, who can't get there, and Shotton wins that ball, played forward, looking for Assam Bolonga, who wins it, does he? Yes, he does, against O'Brien, plays the ball to the far side, and County have won it back, and the free kick for the foul on Wilmot. And so far in the opening 4 minutes, County have frustrated it. They've had the share of the ball, and it's an encouraging start. Wilmot carries it forward. Can he beat Friend? The answer is he gets it in, and it's a good turn by Jamil Matt, but it's high over the bar. But again, the quality of the ball in, and Wilmot worrying Friend. And we did say before the game that if County are going to get joy, they're going to get it down the flanks, they're going to get it with Wilmot, and they're going to get it with Semenyo.
Exactly, that's what they're doing, isn't it? They're just moving the ball well, putting it out to the flanks, and then just putting those balls in. And we've already had a couple of chances, and fortunately again he got under that, but yeah, it's, at the minute I don't think Middlesbrough having much of a touch.
This is the magic of the Emirates FA Cup, as Randolph is going to take the goal kick for Middlesbrough. Just Just over halfway. Semenyo goes up for it. It actually brushes off the back of his head. It's going to be a throw into Middlesbrough. Downing is going to leave it for, is he? No, surely he's going to leave it for Shotton. Yes, he is. Shotton with the throw-in. Goes long for Hassan Bolonga, edge of the box. And Butler keeps it in and stumbles, but then recovers very well indeed, gets the ball forward, and it's out into touch, and that'll be a throw-in to the home side with 5.5 minutes gone. Back it goes from Ayala to Flint, back to Ayala. Mikel. Now it's back as Ayala plays the long ball, and O'Brien has to play it forward, but the ball headed by Shotton towards the goal mouth, and Backinson, after good work from Bennett, gets it clear, but the home side get the ball, and Savills on it on that far side. Middlesbrough again come at County. Friend, and it goes to John Obi Mikel. Now they're switching play side to side, looking for an opening as Shotton plays it, and Downing beautifully there against Butler, takes it inside on his trusty left foot, plays a beautiful ball in, but is well won by Bennett, who'd read that, but the ball falls to Flint, and Flint is able to play it across to Ayala. He in turn plays it over to this near side where he finds Ryan Shotton. Shotton plays the ball behind Butler for Hassan Bolonga, who has two players on, and Demetrio does the sliding tackle, and the ball is out into touch, and it's a throw in level with the edge of the County penalty area, which Shotton will take as they attack the end where a lot of Borough fans are in the one section. Shotton with the throw in. 7 minutes gone. Middlesbrough 0, Newport County AFC 0. Long throw in, it's going to cause problems here. Long throw in, and he does go long. He goes towards the near post, ball headed back, far post, and they get it clear, and there's a free kick for a foul anyway. But early test for Nick Townsend there, Damien.
That's it. I think he got a little push there, didn't he? So the ref blew it. But I say it was just sort of their first real chance. He looked like he was just obstructed a bit there. I think he did get a glove to it.
Just looking at Middlesbrough, 5th in the league here, and played 28, won 12, drawn 11, lost only 5, 47 points, goal difference plus 11. Only lost 5 in 28 games. They're very strong, aren't they? Very strong. As the goal kick is taken forward, it goes. Backinson back to Butler, plays it first time, looking for a Mond, doesn't get there. But back with Shotton again. Has time to win that, but Semenyo closed him down. County looking for mistakes, trying to do it, and they nearly got Semenyo in, but the ball this time is with Amond. Amond does well, brilliantly, plays the ball to Wilmot against Friend, far side. Wilmot plays it in, and the ball comes out to this side, and Semenyo's not going to get there, but that's very, very good play by Downing, finds Shotton. Downing goes for the return ball, but if they decide to go long, won by Demetrio, forward it goes. As Mond turns, he gets it to Matt. Matt takes it on, looking for an out ball, which he's now found Regan Poole, who's in an advanced area. Poole looks to go back to Bennett, peels away, gets the ball back just inside the touchline, then goes back to Bennett. Bennett's got space and he switches play. He's looking over Downing to Butler. Butler keeps it in but only gives it back to Downing, which is all he can do, and Downing does well. He looks up for it, Downing, doesn't he? As Demetrio carries it forward, as does well Mickey Demetrio. Finds Regan Poole. Regan Poole going forward. County taking the game a little bit to Middlesbrough here, as Wilmot is being harried back and has to go back to O'Brien, captain today. He plays it into Backinson. He in turn plays it back to Demetrio. Good football, Damien.
That's it. They're holding the ball. They're not just lofting it forward. They're giving Middlesbrough lots of pressure. They're looking good so far.
Side to side as Matt does well, and County win a throw-in. And they're giving them something to think about at the back, and that's certainly the case, isn't it?
That's it. They're not looking shaky. Yeah, they're applying the pressure, moving the ball. They're holding it. They're doing everything right so far. Throw in
on that far side. Poole throws it in. It goes looking for Matt, but they clear the ball up front. That's going to be one surely for Dan Butler to win, which he does. And O'Brien, and the foul on Dan Butler. The referee has given it, and so far all the free kicks have gone County's way for slightly late tackles from the home side, and County with O'Brien plays it to the far side. Poole played by Matt into Amond, who tries to chase down his own header to the byline, but it goes out into touch for a throw into the home side. Obviously they're so strong at the back, aren't they? You know, you've got to be, and that's the basis. When you only lose 5 games so far in a season, and you're at the end of January, that tells you a lot for your defence, doesn't it? Anyway, the ball is played forward by County, but that's going to drift away for a goal kick. But we've played 10 minutes here at the Riverside Stadium, and it remains goalless, and it's a goal kick to the home side. Your thoughts on the early stages?
So it's all looking positive so far. I think County are holding the ball well, they're keeping the ball, they're getting the crosses in, had a couple of shots. Obviously, like you say, at the moment, they're holding their own.
Just a shot and wins the ball, beats Semenyo with it. Pulis looking a little bit say concerned, but you can see that the concentration on his face as the ball is switched to the far side. Flint, as the ball is played to Fletcher, first time I've mentioned him this afternoon, and he's going to play it across to Shotton. He's got Downing trying to get in behind Butler. Butler's going to win this ball, and he does win it well. And Backinson is alive to that one. Butler gets it back and he plays it to Demetrio, and Demetrio switches play to the far side where he finds Wilmot, who in turn plays it back to Regan Poole. So County looking comfortable on the ball, all getting good touches of it, moving it side to side as it goes back to O'Brien. One touch on his left, then on his right. Back to Poole, taking their time, looking to work an opening as that is taken down by Matt, but County lose it, and Mikel plays the ball forward, and that's a wonderful ball to Hassan Bolonga, who's taken up a space. He cuts inside, he shoots, and he shoots well wide of goal. And just for a second there you thought, well, he's going to get enough curl on it to worry Nick Townsend, but he drifted well wide.
That's it. It's always hard to tell, isn't it, from the angle from there, but just looking at the replay now, he obviously took it on his chest, controlled it, he had that little step in, and then he's just hit it across goal, and it is actually well wide when you look at the replay.
Yeah, it was always going away, but just looking at it, we've got the luxury of television in front of us to show us the magical moments, and let's hope there's one magical moment for us this afternoon which wins the game. Fingers crossed as the ball is played forward to Semenyo. County appeal, he thought he was fouled as he beautifully turns and shot, and he absolutely took him apart. The ball's played in, but then the delivery of the pass was poor, and they're able to work the ball clear of County. Saville got into the far side, but he absolutely, as an expression, skinned him.
He did, he just turned him, wrong-footed him, he ended up falling everywhere.
Absolutely amazing. Ayala, I'm going to keep on about that all afternoon. Ayala carries the ball towards halfway, plays it to Shotton, and he'll know he's in a game now as the ball is played over the top, and that's a great ball for Downing, but it's seen out beautifully by Demetrio for a goal kick, and we're 13 minutes in, and you know, the longer this goes on, some worry faces will appear, not only on the pitch but off the pitch.
I see, you just hope they start maybe running out of ideas. I mean, that was just an overhit long ball, it wasn't really going to anyone. So hopefully we'll just not just start hitting it forwards, keep holding the ball and move around like they have been, and getting chances. It's
a goal kick, Nick Townsend, right-footed. Ambarami, we can hear surely that's a free kick.
He's all over him, then he's pulling him back.
He was actually pulling Matt back, but the referee's said to him, go on, carry on, and Friend has now got the ball, the captain, plays it left-footed, forward it goes, and Poole has lost that one, the flight of that, and Saville's onto it, far side, and Bennett closes him down and does well to hold him in there so that County can recover, and the ball is out off Wilmot for a throw-in to the home side. But I'm impressed with the way County are keeping their shape, and they're helping each other, they're looking for the ball, and Bennett was the classic example there of covering for the player who was beaten.
That's it, filling the gap, and I'm saying, and Butler's done it a couple of times and done really well, just getting that ball out of the way.
Ball's with Ayala in the centre circle, in his own half, he carries it into County territory, looks up, then he plays the short ball, and they are working the ball to Shot, who's got space, ball's played in, and County clear it, looking for Matt, who doesn't get there. And the home side, in the shape of Flint, plays it to Ayala, into Mikel. as I said, making his debut this afternoon, the former Chelsea player. Ball is played forward, but Rigenpool wins it for County. And that was well played by Amond. The ball is played forward, but the home side, in the shape of Mikel, have got it back again. And Flint works it to this side to Shotton. Shotton looks up, plays the ball left-footed in. It's a beauty, and it's well behind Butler, and they've squared the ball. There's a chance. Hassan Bolonga, he shoots, and he shoots wide of goal. It's gone for a goal kick. He tried to bend it, didn't get enough on it, but there Middlesbrough showed quality as where they played the ball in behind the full back, and that stretched County, and that was ominous.
That's it. He put it round wide, just managed to get it round, and then of course when the cross came in, Butler sort of held his ground with it, and luckily managed to just run in to hit it wide. But yeah, again, it's looking probably their biggest threat at the moment.
It is a goal kick. Townsend, which I think if that would have killed, he was nowhere near it, was he? Really, he'd been flat-footed. Yeah. Anyway, the goal kick is taken, and that's nothing bad. It's just one of those things. It happens, doesn't it?
I think you have to position yourself as best you can, and he didn't know which way he was going to go.
Well, he couldn't tell, could he? Such was the bend on it. So, but so far, so good. Well done, Nick Townsend. As the throw-in from Butler, and Semenyo tries to turn, doesn't, and Downing, quick feet. But County nearly are able to break, but the ball with Tyreek Backinson, who's very quick onto this so far this afternoon. He's alive, he's alert, and he's getting his foot in there and winning the ball, isn't he?
That's it, and that's what they need, just those little niggles, just get in there every time, sort of balls in the air or in that sort of central area, and he's never seems to stop running.
Shotton with the throw-in. Butler wins it for County, finds Amond. And Amond is, he's lost it on this occasion. He wanted far too long, and Lewis Wing has taken it up for the home side. He spreads it to this side to Downing, but Butler's won that ball, and it's Downing holding it. He takes it behind and he's pulled back by Butler. That's a free kick, and he's lucky if he escapes without a booking there. He's going to be spoken to by the referee. He deliberately pulled him back. It was a clear, probably bookable offence in all sincerity, because Downing was away, wasn't he?
He was definitely, yeah. I think it was obviously just he got his shoulder. He's had away this time. Probably told him one more, and that'll be.
Next time you're in the book. Yeah. But fair enough. I
mean, it's no different than they've done. I've said there's been a few pulls, and Matt was physically pulled back.
Oh, without doubt. It's going to be Lewis Wing with this, the 23-year-old. He was loaned out to the Oval, made 20 appearances, 3 goals. He's going to take this. Another quality player. The delivery, which is just inside the touchline, over halfway inside the County half as he swings that ball in, and the header, which is certainly a free header, is way over the goal. And it's Flint, I think, isn't it? Centre back, well over the bar, and that's got to go down. It's a really good chance, I would have said.
I was going to say, he picked his man out well, looking at that ball coming in.
Oh, it's a free header.
It's sort of just gone up. He's just got under it too much because it wasn't like the ball was too high.
Beauty of the television, eh?
Yeah, it's almost just bounced off.
Boy, I'm enjoying this so far. It is a goal kick, Townsend. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying listening wherever you are around the world this afternoon, as Townsend takes the goal kick with 18.5 minutes gone. Forward it goes. He looks for Matt, but it's won by Mikel. County win it from O'Brien, and the ball is forward, and Demetrio wins it for County, and he helps the ball forward looking for Amond, who tries to get behind Flint as Bennett goes for it. He doesn't win it. Poole heads it and does well to Demetrio, switches, tries to get it to and there's a free kick for a foul by Jamil Matt on John Obi Mikel. Free kick taken quickly by Ayala, spreads it to Friend, back to Mikel. He plays it back to Flint, and they change and switch it to Ayala. Back it goes again to Flint, just outside his own penalty area, and he plays it in, Saville. Back it goes again. Patient build-up with 19 minutes gone. We're in the 20th minute as the ball is played forward, and that's going to be easy for Nick Townsend to collect. So far, so good. But I can't open this big mouth of mine too much, can I?
Yeah, don't say too much.
Rolls it out to Dan Butler. Demetrio's got to be... he's alive to that one, and he plays it forward over the top. He's looking for Amond, and that surely will go out for a corner, and it will. And it's the first corner of the game, and it goes to the visitors, and County have the first corner, and it's come in the 20th minute, and it's Robbie Wilmot who will come across to take it here. at the Riverside Stadium, and it's the county fans who can hear, Damien.
So they're out singing at the moment. They've got a lot to be positive about. It was a well-weighted ball then, and they had to deal with it, and that's what they need to do. Robbie
Wilmot, this will be a right-footed in-swinger from this left-hand side. Wilmot takes it, he takes it short. Semenyo back to Wilmot, he crosses it in. It's Butler, plays it in, and you know what? That was a brilliantly worked corner kick, wasn't it?
That was something off the training ground.
It was off the training ground. What a shame he didn't get anything on that, because that was one fantastic, wasn't it?
I say he took a short one, passed it back, crossed it in, and then damn it, he was unmarked. He had a clear go.
Absolutely
he
brilliant.
Almost like he had too much time. He didn't get the power behind it, and just unfortunately just sort of had a go. And
if Butler got in on that and scored, it would have been glorious. Fantastically worked corner kick.
On the replay, but he's completely unmarked, and he sort of side-footed it back into.
Didn't get enough, did he? Anyways, Mickey Demetrio level with the edge of the penalty over the long throw. He uses a towel to dry off the excess dew, which is on there. It's going to be Demetrio. 21 minutes gone as Demetrio hurls it into the box, and they're going to work it clear. But it's Backinson. He's looking to get it clear. Beautifully played by Matt. He finds Demetrio. He goes to the far side. The keeper comes and he punches it. Randolph, he had to get something on it. And it's Backinson. Backinson plays it into Wilmot. Wilmot crosses, but Mikel gets it clear. But again, it's only with Backinson. His county showing all the attack at the moment as Backinson carries it on. He plays the ball inside, but Ayala clears it. But it's County who look the more assured. They look in the better side. I know I shouldn't say it, but they are at the moment as Butler plays it forward. But that's going to drift aimlessly away, and that will go for a throw-in almost by their corner flag. Damien.
Just relentless pressure there every time. I mean, you could hear the frustration of the home fans then, because every time the ball went out, County just got it back and just put the ball back in. Brilliant play, and then towards the end they didn't panic, they just moved the ball back. Unfortunately, when Dan's hit it forwards, it's gone out, but it's great movement from everyone.
Doesn't time go quick when you're enjoying yourself? We're almost at the midway point through this first half. It's 0-0, and the ball is played by Friend up towards halfway. Won by O'Brien, forward it goes. County looking to close them down, get the early tackles in, but they've worked space here and they're going forward, and there's danger here as they work it to Downing in space. Downing taking on Butler, takes it in, he shoots and Butler gets a good foot on it as the ball drifts to the far side. Saville goes for it, two players go for it, and again, as County have won it back, brilliant play. Absolutely brilliant play from Robbie Wilmot, who got back to help his defence there. Wilmot was supreme there. He got back and he helped him on, and he got back, didn't he?
And Butler there, he didn't panic. He got the challenge in, and obviously got that deflection on the ball, and stopped the shot going towards keeper.
But it's Downing again. They're working it, and Downing looks too influential for my liking as Shotton plays the ball inside. Mikel turns, got a little bit too much space to work with the ball at the moment. He manages to play it to wing, plays it into Hassan Bolonga, who's got Demetrio breathing down his neck, but his back was Shotton. Shotton plays it inside. Hassan Bolonga halfway inside the County half. Back he goes into the central circle as Flint works the ball to Saville. Saville plays it inside. They're having a spell at the moment. Mikel building an understanding, plays the ball in as quickly from Hassan Bolonga. Again, they're looking to work very quick ball, and they've got it to the far side. Friend crosses the ball in. Butler must win it. He does win it. But again, there's a chance for the home side on the edge of the area. They work it to Downing, and this is where they're getting some joy. And Downing takes it in. He's looking to see if he can work the ball far side. The cross comes in. Bennett gets it, but they still haven't cleared it. But there's a free kick for a foul in the area to County, and it's a free kick. And so far so good. Anxious moments there though, Damien, that we weren't in a position. They were trying to work it through us. They were getting joy, which they are through Downing on this side here on our left with Dan Butler. And we couldn't really clear our lines.
That's it. I think he had a bit too much time to sort of pick his man, but luckily again there was a little shove, so it's sort of the ref blew it up as soon as they got the touch on it. I say you can see the way they're trying to work the ball and just pick their men out, but so far it's not working.
It's 0-0 as Nick Townsend takes the free kick. Forward it goes, looking for Dan Butler, but it's won by Shotton out into touch, throwing to County. If you were Michael Flynn, you've got to be happy with this start, haven't you?
Very happy, especially with people like Dan Butler. He's playing so well. He's been involved in.
He's smiling. He said something to Dan Butler there, passing him on the back.
Yeah.
Throwing right in front of Michael Flynn. 10 yards inside the Middlesbrough half, ball thrown in. Mont can't get there from the flick by Matt, but it's won in the air well by Bennett. Again, but County looking as Semenyo goes for that one, but the referee says it was quite a fair tackle from Saville, and they've worked the ball excuse me, to the far side to Friend, who decides to take the ball through two County players, one being Wilmot, one being Amont. And again, the home side looking to work it, and they find Ayala, obviously patient build-up as they take the ball on. Ayala's being allowed to go too far, and he finds Downing, and Downing is certainly the player that who's got the live wire, isn't he?
Yeah, certainly there they can see the frustration, the crossed wires between Downing and Saville there. He put the ball through and just didn't even run onto it, so you see they're getting frustrated. Beautifully
turned by Backinson, who's worked the ball through, and he's tried to put it, so nearly put Amond in. A little bit too much on it. He acknowledges that, Porrick Amond, and Randolph collects it, and he gets the ball to Mikel, and Mikel carries it halfway inside his own half. Middlesbrough looking to open County's wing, finds Mikel. Mikel square to Ayala. He looks a class player, doesn't he, Mikel? He doesn't waste the ball, does he?
So he always seems to get it to the man.
Ayala works it to Flint. Again, Ayala just playing it side to side, really. County just keeping their shape, just staying in where they should be, each player. They know their job. As Saville plays it into Mikel, he's going to go sideways to Saville again. Tries to work it to Shot, back it goes again. They can't hurt you there, that's one thing. His shot, now he's got a bit of space. And he goes for the return ball, but it's now back with Downing, and Downing, he's got good feet, hasn't he? Amazing. Back heel there to Shot, superb. Saville plays it to the far side, and now they have got space, and it's Wing who's running a County. They got space to work, and he goes for the return pass, and Bennett, magnificent tackle by Scott Bennett, and an equally impressive one by Saville. They look to shoot, and it's high over the bar, and County then gave the ball away. But Backinson, I've got to be full of praise for the youngster there, because my goodness me, he showed a lot of class there, didn't he?
He did, but also Bennett, the way he turned him, I say he just managed to sort of recover that ball. So the sliding tackle came in there, they got the ball back, and then I say he just turned him and saved that. And then obviously they've had a shot, it's gone over the bar again. It's Saville who put it onto Wing, and he hit it well over the bar.
Goal kick taken by Townsend. He takes it right-footed. It comes over to this side. That's going to drift out. But no, it doesn't. Butler manages just to get the head in on it. O'Brien heads the ball up. Backinson goes for it, and he is fouled. And that is a free kick, without question.
Yeah, he was just on the play and threw Backinson to the floor then.
Guilty party, George Saville. Free kick to County about 10, 12 yards, probably more than that inside their own half, and Townsend will come to take it, but in the 29th minute, and looking at Tony Pulis on the television, so he's talking quite loudly, isn't he? When you look at him on there, he looks a bit animated, doesn't he? As the free kick is taken, the ball is played behind, Semenyo won't get there, that will drift for a goal kick. Shot and sees it out, and it's a goal kick. What do you think of the attendance? Don't say, because we can see here there's a lot in the stand. What do you think? About 40?
Maybe. Yeah,
could be.
Yeah, it's hard to know, because obviously they're quite spread out, aren't they, around the sort of Middlesbrough at the minute.
Randolph takes it out. It goes to Ayala from the goal kick, the short one. Ayala plays the long ball through, but Demetrio's read that, and he gets it through to Amond, and Amond looks to work the ball to Semenyo, but a good tackle comes in from Bennett, and Bennett does well, and Amond goes for it, but he doesn't get there. But Backinson picks up the second ball, and Backinson's carrying it forward, being allowed to run. He almost got through. Semenyo, and he shoots high over the bar from about 7 or 8 yards outside the penalty area, from about 23-24 yards. He realises it's a chance in the 30th minute, but if he kept that down, that would have worried down Randolph.
That's it. The ball fell to him nicely. Then when it came through, they had no one on him. Unfortunately, he's overhit it. But you can see there, just on the replay, it comes through from Backinson, is it? And yeah, it sort of comes back off the defender, and then I don't think he wasn't expecting it, because obviously it was came back off Flint, didn't it? And,
it did.
To Semenyo to hit it.
Bennett, who works the ball forward, and Matt doesn't get there. Friend wins it, and Friend carries it forward, and it's a free kick for a foul on Friend by Matt, who was chasing him, trying to retrieve the ball. And it'll be left for Mikel to take it, and he plays the ball forward, and Hassan Bolonga must have been offside, surely offside, but the referee and the linesman doesn't give it, and they're playing on. Hassan Bolonga, edge of the area, turns, goes to the free kick, he gets the free kick. It's soft because he went to ground, but this is an extremely dangerous place. It's about 2 or 3 yards outside the box, Damien, and it's a soft free kick to give away.
That's it. I think, to be honest, I thought it was clearly offside the first time, and so the linesman just shakes head straight away. It's unfortunate that's what's come out of that move, which I think should have been called offside, and you can clearly see then it was.
Without doubt, it is.
And then what I didn't actually see, they even stopped thinking it had been called, and then sort of carried
Poor
on.
from the assistant referee. It was definitely offside, and it's a soft one to give away. It's in a central position, and with 31 minutes gone.
It is a soft one, because say he put his foot in, but it looked like he got contact with the ball, and sort of Hassan Bolonga fell backwards, and the rest blown it. And
don't know who's going to take this. There's a cluster. I think Downing is probably the favourite, is he?
This is worrying.
It's going to be Downing, isn't it? If they're trying to work this, John Obi Mikel, he's going to play the short ball to him, isn't he? I would think. No, it's going to be Downing, isn't it?
Standing over it, Downing's ready to hit this, I think. Looks like he's going to go around on the side of the wall.
Don't know who's the other side, but the wall is the 10 yards. There's quite a few in it. Is it going to be Downing? Referee's blown the whistle. Hits the wall. Oh, and it hit the top of the crossbar. I'm trying to see who it was.
Flint, is it?
Yeah, Flint.
I think, it hit the wall, came back. He's had another go, and it's Townsend dived for it. And
Wing it was. It was Wing.
It was Wing, yeah, and it's hit the bar.
Yeah, Lewis Wing, he's hit the bar. We got away with one there. It's a goal kick, and Mickey Dimitro's coming over to the linesman. He's saying to him about the offside, but you know, it's gone now. It's over. It's history. There's no point really, to a certain extent, saying anything about it, because it doesn't justify anything. I know you make your point, but he was clearly offside anyway, and it would have been such a shame to have gone a goal down for that. That's the point. Anyway, the goal kick is taken by Townsend. It comes over to this near side. Surely Semenyo was pulled to the ground, but again he doesn't see it, and again County work it, and Backinson takes the ball up for County, plays it to the far side. Will Amond get there? The answer is yes, he will. He's got Wilmot in behind, and he plays it into him, and Robbie Wilmot goes for that one, and they don't keep it in. It's a second corner for County. They have the 2 corners that we've had in this opening period.
Wilmot did so well then. He
did.
Getting it sort of between Fletcher's legs, got a deflection, he couldn't keep it in.
It's being left by Robbie Wilmot for Dan Butler to curl one in. Left-footed curler from that far side. Amber Army, the 1200 plus. Probably 1200, we don't know for definite on that far side, as Dan Butler will curl this one in with 33.5 minutes gone of this first half. As it goes in, and Hassan Bolonga helping out his defence there, as Bennett plays it to the far side. Butler takes it neatly, and he's able to curl this in, and the ball comes to this side. Demetrio, and surely a chance. Oh, the keeper saved it from Amond, and with his legs, and he needed to, because that would have been 1-0. As they play the ball in, and it's a 3rd corner for County. County are really giving it everything here, and they are having a right go at Middlesbrough.
Fantastic play there. I say they had to go across to Amond, and he got the ball in. Fortunately, the keeper got to that. I honestly thought they were going to score then.
I did. A keeper saved with his legs from Amond, and that would have been 1-0.
He did really well.
Butler's coming to take it. Amber Army, they're really cheering on, and you've got to say, so far in this first half we've done so terribly well. As the corner goes long to the far post, Demetrio gets ahead to it, and the ball is out, and it's going to be a goal kick. But yeah, I mean, the chances which have come, they've had one, they've hit the crossbar, but other than that, we've had 3 chances in this opening 34.5 minutes.
We've had more chances, we've had the better chances, and yeah, you just hope they can turn one of them into a goal.
Randolph will take the goal kick for the home side. Takes it, right-footed. Butler wins that ball well. Semenyo gets something on it, but the home side's out into touch. And it is a throw-in. Ayala actually didn't think he'd got the throw-in.
Wow.
He throws it into Friend. He thought that was our throw. Ball played through. Robbie, Amon doesn't get there. Butler, it hits the back of his head. Oh, he's got in there, but they've worked the ball, and again it's with Downing. Butler recovers, tries to make up, and they get the ball through, and now they have their first corner, and it's taken nearly 35 and a half minutes to come for the home side, and Butler did well there to get the tackle in and get the ball for the corner.
He did really well. Then he was tracking back. Unfortunately, it came off the back of his head, so he had to spin and then try and do something with it. But again, it went to them, and he managed to close it down. And now it's gone for a corner, but he did his job.
He did. The corner kick on this right-hand side. It's going to be Downing, I think, who's going to take it. Is it? Yeah. Ball goes in long, and they're going to clear it, are they? But they don't get enough on it. They played in, and oh gosh, Townsend, but they've cleared it. And Regan Poole is the one who's worked the ball clear, and that ball is going to drift, unfortunately, just out into touch, because Backinson was steaming down, wasn't he, for that ball? If that would have stayed in, he could have had a clear run.
That was so scrappy then. I mean, the clearance wasn't great. Was it from Poole there, the first clearance? No, it wasn't.
Butler got a lot on it actually, and then Poole cleared it.
Yeah.
But again, they were a little bit of 6s and 7s. They didn't deal with the ball into the box, did they?
I think they needed to put more on that then. They hit it to the edge of the box. It went to Middlesbrough.
John Obi Mikel. They're working it side to side, growing a little bit in confidence with the ball, aren't they? They're starting to switch play. Hassan Bolonga coming short, plays it into Saville. Again, Obi Mikel plays it to this side to Downey, who drifts in a little bit this time. Plays it in, and the switch comes on a great Demetrio wins that ball and plays it out into touch. 37 minutes, 8 minutes to the interval.
Exactly the right thing to do there, just absolutely blasted it, just got rid of it. Yeah, that's what they should have done earlier.
Yeah, Ayala halfway inside his own half, carries it forward and then chips the ball forward. Demetrio, who I thought was being held there by Hassan Bolonga. Yeah, he's quite right, the linesman. It was a free kick the other way. He was being held. Not only was he backing in, he had his shirt as well, but he did that a few seconds earlier, and the linesman got that spot on.
He did. He had sort of an arm on him, didn't he? He was trying to push him off.
Yeah, it's a free kick, and I shouldn't think that Nick Townsend will be in too much of a hurry to take this one. Interesting looking at the television, isn't it? Seeing the expressions of the players. Mickey Demetrio saying, come on. Yeah, cool, you see the perspiration, he's smiling.
Working
he's smiling.
Out,
and they're going over for water, and who can blame them, such is the effort.
Yeah,
Jamil Matt's down having treatment at the moment, and that's why they're taking in water, and with 7 minutes to the interval.
Imagine what Pierce will be saying to them now. He's fielded a strong team.
It's just showing actually his face, and he looks agitated. To me he does anyway.
Yeah, he's going to be frustrated, isn't he? He's got some big names out there, and so they're not doing it for him at the moment.
So
Matt's up.
Yeah, he's okay. He'll be able to resume. The big man, score of 15 goals, and of course his fellow striker Porrigamond on 70, 32 goals between them. Fantastic, isn't it? What an effort in League and Cup.
So good. And Amon just never seems to stop running. He seems involved in everything.
Well, what amazes me, you see him playing right back.
I know.
You know, he's a team player. Not only is he a striker, but he's back playing right back. He's covering for his defence. You know, he's saying, look, I'm going to make. If there's a mistake there, I'm going to cover you.
Let's go back.
Fantastic play.
He wants to be involved, doesn't he?
Townsend free kick, 6 minutes plus added time. Forward it goes. It is won by Shotton. Obi Mikel helps it forward. Bennett tries to get in. Hassan Bolonga a little bit too quick. Gets it wide to Friend. Just inside his own half on that far side. Takes it inside Wilmot. Has to check. Friend plays it wide. Looks as though to get into an advanced position. Again, looking for the opening. And they play it back, and it's with Ayala again. Switches it to Shotton. Patient build-up. That's the way of the name of the game. As Fletcher. Downing plays it to Shotton. Shotton plays it in, and County have managed to clear the ball. Ayala Won by Semenyo. Forward he goes. Butler. And the ball falls neatly for Ayala, who wins it, gets it to Downing. Downing, who's very impressive, steps inside Semenyo, but they lose it, and they work the ball. Again, they just really work it clear, and that was a bit of a waste, really, Damien, because they surely should have tried to find a player, but they've just suddenly decided, let's get it territory-wise out and give them possession back, which is poor from our perspective.
He should have pinged it forwards for Wilmot.
Now they're under pressure, but Poole wins it in the air, and he wins it well. Finds Wilmot, who does the absolute correct thing to help it over his head, who in turn finds Matt, and Matt looks and works the ball well and carries it forward. He's got only a Mond, and he has to check, and he does well, and he finds Wilmot on that far side. Finds Bennett, switches play, finds Demetrio. Demetrio switches play, but unfortunately it's too much on that. It's behind Butler, and we're coming towards 41 minutes, and it's 4 minutes a little bit, plus any added time, couple of minutes probably, Damien, I would think. Possibly.
Yeah, a minute or so. So we'll have that Matt down, not been much else.
No. Shot with the throw in. Goes down to wide, but Butler wins it. Semenyo, got to be careful. Semenyo just beats two with absolute ease. Plays it inside to Backinson, who carries it. Backinson, he's going far, he shoots and he drags it wide of goal. But again, the Bristol City double act there, working the opening, and Semenyo not only has pace, he has terrific talent, and he's able to just drift past two Middlesbrough players with absolute ease.
That's it, you almost thought he held the ball for too long, he looked like he was going to lose it, then there's a bit of magic, runs past him, straight on to Backinson, who does a little run, unfortunately snatched at it. But I say, it's looking so positive, isn't it, all the time?
The floodlights are on here, they're working their magic. County are working some magic. It's 0-0 as Randolph takes the goal kick. Forward it goes, ball is headed on though by Shotton, finds Assam Bolonga, but he's being tracked down by three players, but County win it back, and it's Parkinson who works it forward, and Matt turns Flint, and he does brilliantly, and he's Ayala, and he's taken it wide, and he finds Wilmot. Did brilliantly. Wilmot against Friend. He takes it one way, he takes it in, he shoots, and that's charged down. And the loose ball with 3 minutes to half time goes to Shotton, and the home crowd are very frustrated, Damien.
I said the soundbite was almost booing, like the jeering, the shout, because everything was getting closed down by County. And again, then the way they ran on, it was.
Well, Backinson to me is having an absolute stormer.
Brilliant.
In the middle,
Brilliant.
Absolutely closing everything down, winning the ball. Superb play from the youngster, absolutely superb. I can't speak highly enough of all of them, but it really is working magic as Flint plays the ball to Friend on that far side as we come towards 43 minutes. Just got to keep him in there really, as Fletcher looks, and County are, they're really harrying them, but Wing, as they take the ball forward, Lewis Wing, who hit the crossbar, finds Downing. He's the player for me as he beats Amond, carries it forward. He's looking to work it, and he does work it wide to that far side. The cross will come in, and Friend is he's got the better of Wilmot. He plays it in, and there is a leg of O'Brien, the captain today, to work his magic and work it clear. As John Obi Mikel with a throw-in halfway inside the County half. They're marking tight, aren't they? They're really marking their players up. They're not giving them the space. They're limiting them to half chances and from range, aren't they?
That's it. They're always pushing them back, and like you say, closing everything down.
Works it to the far side, Saville, and he's got in, is he? And it's got to be a goal kick. Very well played by Scott Bennett, who plays it off Friend. It's a goal kick. It'll eat up more time. Not that I want half time by any stretch of the imagination, but I do. But it's 1 minute to go plus added time, and wherever you are listening, believe me, this is a good County performance. It's a battling performance. They've created chances in this first half. They're looking good. They're keeping their shape. They're keeping their discipline, and they are playing some football to go with it, Damien.
That's it. They're all playing their roles really well. There's been a few standout moments for probably most of the players on the County side at the moment, and say the Townsend hasn't had too much to deal with.
As Nick Townsend plays it with, that's a poor one, and South into touch, and I don't think Michael Flynn will be too pleased with that one. He acknowledges it there, Nick Townsend.
Bit of a basic, that, isn't it?
Ryan Shotton takes the quick throw in. Ayala plays it to Shotton. Shotton, back he goes. Ayala works it to John Obi Mikel, carries the ball towards halfway. lays the ball into Lewis Wing. I make it with 10 seconds away from knowing how much added time. They really got to keep him out here as they try and work it, and the ball is out, and it's a corner kick off Regan Poole. It's a second corner, 3-2 on corners. Here comes the fourth official with the amount of added time, and it's 2 minutes. Lewis Wing will take the corner on that far side. We have 2 minutes added time. This will be a right-footed in-swinger. They've got to really keep their concentration in this opening, in these last 2 minutes, as it goes in. They all miss it, and they let it go out for, well played by O'Brien, lets it go out for a goal kick. And that ball was dangerously played in. It only wanted a touch in the centre. There were two or three Middlesbrough players well capable of getting onto that.
It was sort of whipped him, wasn't it? There's a load of curl on it. It's come down. It's had a bounce in the box, and luckily couldn't get onto that. And it's just gone out for a goal.
Ayala,
dangerous. Yeah, Ayala looks like it was a clash of heads or something.
He's all right.
He's
carrying on.
Yeah.
We're almost at the end of the first minute here at the Riverside Stadium, as once again Townsend takes the goal kick. Forward he goes. Ball headed forward. Bennett gets a good head to it. Demetriou plays the ball forward, which is where we want to see it. The ball is played in behind Shotton, and he allows the ball to go out into touch. Semenyo peels away. Back he goes to Ayala, steadies himself, couple of touches, plays it right-footed. We're in the second minute of the added 2 as Demetriou heads it forward, and John Obi Mikel wins that ball. It's played to Downing, who returns the favour back to Mikel, plays the ball inside, and they're quickly gunning at County. They've got to keep their concentration as Saville plays it into Mikel again. They play it wide to Lewis Wing. I make it with 20 seconds away from half-time as Shotton plays the dangerous ball into the box, and that ball is still not gone as Frankie, so Wilmot has robbed him of it, and Wilmot's done brilliantly. Back to Poole, plays it forward looking for Bennett. Bennett shoulders it and does well and buys the free kick. That's going to be half-time any moment. And it is half-time here at the Riverside Stadium, and what a very good first half from a Newport County perspective. They've got to be pleased with that. They'll go into the dressing room, no doubt they will say, more of the second half please. We're going to have a short break, but at half-time here in this Emirates FA Cup 4th round tie, it's Middlesbrough 0, Newport County AFC 0. And referee John Brooks has looked at his wristwatch, and he's going to set us on our way. He blows his watch, and we are off for the second half, and already they're coming at County as Wing plays the ball to the far side to Shotton. Shotton against Butler, and it comes off Dan Butler, and it will be a throw-in to the home side level with the edge of the area. Shotton with the throw-in, 0-0. I wonder Penny would drop in the dressing rooms to the two managers. I'm sure Michael Flynn will be the happier of the two managers. All the press I know down in the press room was saying they thought Newport could and should have been ahead. They probably had the best chance, Middlesbrough, but County have really given them a torrid time. But the ball is not cleared as the keeper comes and he's fouled. And the crowd don't like it. They said he got in between two players, but you can't touch goalkeepers, and the referee's blown his whistle, and County will have the free kick. But I've been impressed with all of them. Most impressed with Backinson in the first half, Damien, because and Scott Bennett, it's got to be said again, the defender, you go all over the pitch, you know. People have talked about Amond and the quality that he's got, and Matt, you know, they're not stopping running. You've got Wilmot who's covering, doing things, and you know, the youngsters Poole in his second game against a big club like this, they're playing well, aren't they?
That's it, for me, Butler as well, he's just played out of skin, really.
Semenyo has taken the ball, he's waltzed through two players, he's pulled down, surely. And the referee says no free kick, and he was surely pulled down just outside the box, but they play on, and Friend gets it forward, and it's over Poole's head, and that's clever from Lewis Wing. But County get the tackle in, and it's with Amond, and Amond has won it, and he plays it to Matt, wide, Jamil Matt plays it back to Wilmot. Wilmot does well there. Matt peels away. Wilmot carries it forward. He plays it, and they get the ball clear though. And Assam Bolonga comes short. Has to carry it back, and Shotton plays it forward. He plays it into Lewis Wing, and he finds Assam Bolonga going forward. But well played by Mark O'Brien, who put a foot in there and he plays the ball out into touch, and it's going to be a throw into Middlesbrough about 20 yards inside their own half. Ambarami, shout the crowd. As Ryan Shotton throws it back, he finds Daniel Ayala plays it back to Shotton. Shotton plays it left-footed, but Bennett gets a foot to it, but it goes straight to a Middlesbrough player, and they play the ball in again, and Fletcher this time works it, and they work it to this side to George Friend, the captain. Friend looks up and he crosses the ball into the middle. Out it comes, and Backinson turns, and Backinson plays it out into touch. He's helping out his defence on that occasion, but it's going to be a throw-in to the home side. Quite level with the edge of the area. Friend's going to take it. He's got Saville short, he finds him. Back it goes to Friend, one touch on his left foot. Back he goes. He in turn finds Obi Mikel. He then finds Downing. Obi Mikel plays it short. They're coming at County, and it's Fletcher. Back it comes again. They were always going to have this period. Lewis Wing. Downing slips, but he still manages to get the ball out. Wing plays the ball through, and is that ball going to be kept in? No, it's gone for a goal kick. And plenty of possession, but just that once where they work the ball into the box, Damien, in these opening 3.5 minutes of the second period, but still, so far, so good, and it's very much along the same lines as the first half.
Definitely, obviously, they've probably had a very different conversation than County ever had at half-time. He's obviously told them, keep doing what you're doing, you've done really well, and Pierce has probably read them sort of give them a bit of a dressing down. They've come out, applied the pressure, but so far County has taken it up, and yeah, they've managed to get it out for goal kick. And
goal kick taken by Nick Townsend. Good distance on this, well over halfway, as won by Matt in the air. Semenyo does well, but can't get in there, but Brian does. But the ball is headed by Bennett, but the loose ball is picked up by Lewis Wing. Tyreek Backinson tracking in, but that's going to be a free kick in the centre circle to the home side, who are anxious to get on with it. It's played forward. It's a great looking ball to this side to Fletcher. Fletcher plays it in, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper Townsend at his near post. It goes for a third corner of this match to the home side, equaling what County had in the first half. It's a first of the second half, and there's more pressure this time from the home side, Damien.
I say it's obviously gone out wide. He put it back into someone. I think it was a slight touch off the back of the ball maybe then, and obviously it's gone to Townsend. Probably quite an easy save really. It's quite a low for a weak shot.
The 23-year-old Lewis Wing will take this right-footed, and he plays it in, and he gets a fourth corner off Robbie Wilmot.
I think Wing was trying to say he was a bit too encroaching there, sort of too close, but I don't think he got the height on it.
One of the stewards retrieves the ball. Take your time, Mr. Steward.
That's it.
Take your time. The free kick. Two County players trying to stop the short corner. One is Amon, the other is Wilmot. Stopping Downing as the ball goes in long. And they've scored! And the home side have scored. It was a simple goal at the far post, and Middlesbrough have their goal, and it's a little poor goal really, isn't it, to give away.
Quite a weak header, the ball came in, and yeah, so they got the head on it, and Townsend sort of diving backwards to try and stop it, and didn't.
Was it Ayala? I'm not sure.
I think it was. You can just see the ball now, so it's sort of...
Yeah, we're just watching the replay, Ayala. It's Ayala.
Towards the down right corner, Townsend went for it, but unfortunately he couldn't get to it. He's sort of tracking back there, just by the post.
51st minute. Daniel Ayala has given the home side the lead, and they'll be happy. It was a bit of a simple goal, wasn't it, really?
I think Dimitri was sort of falling, so he couldn't stop it. It's a shame.
Butler works it wide to Semenyo. Ambarami, they're getting behind him as Backinson takes it forward, and County are a goal behind with it all to do as Regan Poole wins his side to throw in. And the yellow card is going to be for Fletcher for being late there on Regan Poole.
Yeah, the ball had already gone then, and he didn't try and pull it, he just followed it through, and he caught him.
Yeah. I think the time of the goal will be 51 minutes, unless I'm wrong. Surely then it must be a free kick, but there was nothing Townsend could do. Despairing dive, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
So there we are, Regan Poole then with the free kick. Plays it short to Wilmot. Well spotted. Wilmot takes it one way. And he gets past and does well, Fast Fletcher. He crosses it. And it's headed there by Matt, but Randolph, it looped in the head and it was easy for the keeper to take it.
I think he struggled to get power on that then, but he did so well then, Wilmot, get past his man and get that cross in, and it was a good cross as well. Unfortunately, as I say, couldn't direct the power on it.
Well, a set piece is done, is it really, isn't it?
It has. It's a shame early on as well.
Yeah, as Wilmot gets it and he plays the ball, looking behind shot, and he's looking for Semenyo to get in there. And the free kick has been given for the foul by Matt. It was just a shame, isn't it? As you say, I think Demetrio did slip, but
you could see he was sort of falling back then, which then meant he could get his header away, and then because Townsend was trying to cover the other post, he had to get back.
Free kick will be taken by Randolph. Takes it right-footed. Goes over to this near side. Poole doesn't get there. Wilmot deals with it by heading it back to his keeper, does well. Kicks it from the edge of his area. Townsend, headed by Semenyo, does really well, but Ayala, the scorer, gets it forward. Demetrio heads it. Forward it goes. And John Obi Mikel. Ball is out into touch. Butler foul, free kick.
I think he's saying Mikel left his foot on that. Still showing on the side of his foot. Talking to the referee.
I think you're right.
I think he's saying he could have pulled out there.
But he didn't.
You see there, look, yeah, he did. He did hit his foot.
Yeah. Yeah, free kick. It's not, it's a throw-in. I thought it was a free kick, didn't he? Extraordinary, but there you are, it's the throw-in he's given. Butler gets it back to Demetrio, two touches, then plays the ball long. He's looking for a Mond. Ball is headed forward. Bennett does well, but unfortunately the ball drifts the other side of it, and the home side are able to get a foot in there from Seville. Savolani finds Fred, who plays it forward, but County with Matt, but the home side pick up the second ball, and they've got space to work here, and they're running at County, and they're looking dangerous, and they've worked it to this near side to Fletcher, and Fletcher's taking on Poole. He plays the ball wide, but he won't get that, and it's a goal kick. Friend had gone for the return ball to the byline, but it's gone for a goal kick.
So you see the frustration there from Fletcher. He sort of just overhit that, didn't he, when he tried to come through?
He did, yeah. Well, there's plenty of time, and at 1-0, he's still in this game. As Townsend takes the goal kick to the far side, and that ball's going to drift right out into touch. And Michael Flynn looks frustrated about that. That's the second one in each half.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think.
The second one has drifted out into touch, and one in the first half, one in the second, which is not brilliant by any stretch of the imagination, but there you are. And they have possession. And again, it's with Ryan Shotton. Back it goes to Ayala, the score after 51 minutes with the simplest of headers, with a group of players up there in the box from no matter more than about 2 or 3 yards, Damien.
Yeah.
Wilmot picks it up. Have a go, Robbie, run at them as the ball is back with Regan Poole. Regan Poole wins his side for throwing off Fletcher. Get chances, you know, again in the second half, and they've just got to take one of them.
So they've just got to finish them, haven't they? They're still going to get something from this, hopefully.
Wilmot plays the ball to the far side where Semenyo's going for it, and he's given the free kick.
I think he's, yeah. Looks like Wilmot's had a bang in the back of the head or something.
That was a shame, because that ball was played to the far side. Semenyo was in on that.
I think because he looked like he was in a lot of pain, he's obviously stopped it, hasn't he, in case he's
treatment.
But yeah, he's... He's having a word with him about the music booking this time.
Saville, isn't he?
Yeah. Saville, yeah.
Regan Poole, 7, 8, 10 yards inside the Middlesbrough half. We'll take this just inside the touchline. looked to work it short, but then decides against it. He's going to go long with this free kick, which he does go long, and this could cause problems. The ball though is headed out, and they work it clear, and they're good at working it clear, aren't they? As Butler plays it forward, but Shotton keeps that ball in, and they work it, and Mikel plays a beautiful ball to the far side. They've got a lot of space to work it, and they're playing it forward, and Fletcher goes for it, and the keeper comes and he takes it. Townsend didn't take his eye off that, and he throws the ball out to Dan Butler just outside the penalty area, and he carries the ball forward to the far side, and he plays it forward, and it's helped down by Amon, finds Matt plays it back. Backinson running at them. Tyreek Backinson beats one, is pulled down. Surely the referee's got to give something for that. The player was pulled down, but he doesn't give it, which is a mystery, and Downing's able to pick up the loose ball, plays it into Hassan Bolonga, who tries to work it, and Semenyo can't do it, and they're still working it, and they've got it wide to George Friend, who's got space here. Wilmot trying to track back, and Friend, 13 minutes gone in the second half, works it back to Friend from Fletcher. He decides to go back to Aidan Flint. He plays it into Mikel. Back it comes to Flint. Flint works it to Ayala. Plays it to the far side, and again the home side with plenty of possession as Downing takes it up. Saville, Downing works it to the far side again. This time it's with Shotton against Butler, takes it wide this time, and does well, but it comes off Butler, and it goes for a fifth corner of this game. And at the moment it has to be said that County are encamped in their own half, and it's the home side who look more likely possibly to add to their score.
They've come out obviously different. They've obviously perhaps they've switched away, or it's just a talking to, but they've definitely come out a lot stronger this half, and I say they're applying a lot of pressure to County at the minute, and another set piece.
As the corner comes in, and they head it out, the keeper did not come, but Middlesbrough trying to work them here. Again it's Saville, plays it back, again it's Shotton, works it clear, and they've got plenty of space, and a chance for a shot, and it ricochets off Dan Butler, and it's gone for a sixth corner, and the corner count is now beginning to add up with nearly an hour gone, Damien.
That's it, you can see how they're just upping the pressure all the time, and again it's like Dan Butler was completely unmarked, and Butler did a big sprint down and managed to block the shot. He's playing really well today.
No swing with the corner, and again they clear it, but only as far as Saville steadies himself, shoots, and a chance. Offside flag is up, and that will be a free kick.
But again, did you see it was Butler with the clearance there?
Yeah, it was. He's having a good game, isn't he, Dan Butler?
Really well.
And there's going to be a substitution made. I'm looking down below to see who it is. I think it could be the home side making it. I think it is, yeah. Interesting that, because I had a feeling that the longer it went on, but they've now got that goal, so well, if it had been 0-0, certainly I would have seen to a couple by now, but they are.
It's Clayton.
Yeah. Adam Clayton is coming on. He played last week, the 30-year-old. He's made over 175 Middlesbrough appearances. He is coming on. That's league appearances, and just waiting. And it is John Obi Mikel who's coming off. So his afternoon is done, and it's Adam Clayton who is coming on. Job done for him. As he comes off, and County will have a throw-in halfway inside their own half. Dan Butler. It's driving rain, Damien, isn't it? Absolutely belting down.
See, there's been a few slips.
Yeah. 16, nearly 17 minutes of the second half gone. Ball is thrown in, out into touch. County make a little bit of headway down the pitch. Hasn't been a dirty game, is it, by any stretch of the imagination? But Butler goes for it, does get a foot into it, but unfortunately they've given it away. It's out into touch, and now the home side will have their own throw-in. Shotton goes back to Ayala, back to Shotton in an advanced position, back to Ayala. They'll just want to play hold ball now and look to work an opening one.
That's it, that's exactly what they're doing, aren't they?
Yeah, patience. Ball bounces over 2 players, must be dealt with, is dealt with. Ball bounces, it comes down, and he's done well there, hasn't he, Jamil Matt, to get it, and Bennett plays it to Butler, far side. Backinson plays it to this side, finds Regan Poole. Regan Poole finds Robbie Wilmot. Bennett makes a run. Back he goes though to Poole. Plays it to Backinson, who plays it, but Middlesbrough read that ball and they work it to George Friend, and out into touch, and he wins his side of throwing off Jamil Matt. They're going to get chances. They can have a chance in the second half, Damon, but the point is they've had them in the first half, but they've got to make one count.
That's it, they've just got to finish those off. They had a good chance and on did, but unfortunately so the keeper got to it. But so they're still holding the ball, moving it round. They're not out of ideas. No, they're not.
As Asampalonga holds on to it, clever play. The County get a touch onto it, off him on, but he goes for a throw in again to the home side, and it's a touch of the ball for Adam Clayton, but he leaves it for George Friend.
A bit scrappy at the moment.
Yeah, play has gone scrappy, you are correct. 18.5 minutes in. Clayton gets it to Friend, back it goes. And Clayton beats him on, looks up, plays it left-footed forward. Asampalonga takes it off his chest. Tyler Backinson holding him in there. Friend. Asampalonga, he's got a room to run at County here in the centre circle. Looking for a pass. He finds Saville. Saville being allowed. County are tracking back a little bit. They're giving a little bit too much space. As Friend crosses it, and Backinson heads it out. Bennett will go for it, but he won't get there. And they work it to Friend again. Ball is worked over, and Wilmot has to play it. But Saville picks up the loose ball, plays it to wing. He in turn finds Shotton far side. Back to wing again. A little bit of urgency about the home side as Downing picks it up. He finds Saville. Clayton plays it inside, and again this time it's Fletcher. He slips. The County have got it back, have they? No, they haven't. And again the home side pick up the ball. They're having the lion's share of the possession, it has to be said. And Clayton, and you just get this feeling County needs some fresh blood in there. As again they're working an opening. It's a beautiful ball to Friend in space. He takes it towards the edge of the area. He lays it in, and the shot is blocked. They look to work it again, and this time County work it clear. They get it to Matt, but again possession's given away. Clayton picks it up, but Matt has robbed him of it, and Matt is running at Ayala. He's taking his chance. Is he going to get in there? He works it almost between 2, but he's crowded out of it by 2 players, and they work it clear again. But Backinson is beaten to that one by Shotton, where he should have probably won that ball, and now they've got it clear. And it was such a shame there, because he'd won the ball, but he was sandwiched out of it, wasn't it?
He sort of ran off it, but it just shows you though, there's that intent. He just kept chasing and managed to get that back.
They've worked it to Friend on this touchline, but Robbie Wilmot does well. He gets the ball forward, finds Amond, takes it neatly. Amond, quality from Amond, holds on to it, and he's dragged out the way. But County will have to throw it because that one comes off George Saville.
Looks like Labadee's taking his jacket off.
Yeah, it does. Labadee is coming on for County. We have played 21 minutes. We're getting towards that midway point in this second half here at the Riverside. Haven't got attendance for you as yet. Ball thrown in as Matt tries to find Bennett, but again this time Clayton gets it back to Ayala, and Clayton, who's been involved in a few things already since coming on, works it easily to Ayala in space. He finds Shotton.
Lovely's putting the jacket back on.
He is, yeah.
Finney just told him to wait.
Yeah, I think he has. Lewis Wing in the centre circle. Back he goes to Flint. Flint working an opening. Downing coming in, looking for that ball. Downing, Clayton, Flint. This time it's with Saville. Saville trying to play it in behind, but Poole is there. Haven't shown a lot as an attacking force have we so far in this second half, it has to be said.
No, I think they've had the sort of line share of the possession, haven't they?
Oh, they have. There's no question about that.
Well, differently to
Flint's
the
got it.
first
They're looking rather comfortable, too comfortable for my liking. As Hassan Bolonga almost robbed by Bennett, but he just about recovers in time, and he works the ball over, but it's only as far as Wilmot, and Wilmot does well for County, and he plays the ball back, and Poole must work it forward as the ball, Amon doesn't get there, and they look to work the ball in, and they've got it with Friend, and Friend, as O'Brien unfortunately shows too much, and Hassan Bolonga's onto that, and he backles it to Friend. He tries to work it clear, Hassan Bolonga, and he's got away with a pass somehow there. I think that's the only way you can say it.
He went backwards away from the goal when he hit that.
And they've still got it, and Downing's there, and Downing is I thought he was going to have a pop there, a shot from about 40 yards, but again they're working it, and Clayton plays the ball in behind, but Butler's won that ball, and Semenyo, can he beat Shotton is the answer, and he tries, and he does, and he's beaten him, and he's beaten two, and he plays it into Amond, and Amond, he's got room, he's got to work it quicker, and he does find Matt, and Matt, they've got to work it a little bit quicker here. He switches play, and it's with Regan Poole. He's got space, he's got to chip that ball to the far side, and so far they clear it again, but only as far as Poole. Poole plays it to Wilmot, as County is showing again, as the ball is whipped in, it's with Matt, and the keeper gathers it and he gets it. But I think the free kick has gone, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you said that was perhaps a push. Mark's header obviously went down towards ground anyway.
Randolph takes it quickly, finds Downey who's come short for it, and the player is going to get up, and that's Ryan Shotton. They've got it with Saville, the referee's willing to play on. Clayton picks up the ball halfway inside his own half. Now it's with Saville, one touch, two touches, plays it to George Friend on this near side. Back he goes inside, still 1-0 to the home side. County well in this cup tie, but they've got to look to open them up somehow as Friend plays the ball inside again. Downing, good player isn't he, Downing? Plays it to Wing, who beats Butler, gets a foot onto it, but Wing recovers enough and manages to play it to Downing, who's drifting all over the place, gets inside Bennett, shows absolute class as he tries to work Backinson. He plays it inside, but Mark O'Brien, Skipper O'Brien, works it out for a throw-in level with the edge of the area. With 24, nearly 25 minutes on, we've got 20 minutes. They're going to have to make substitutions. The trio are huddled there. Wayne Hatswell, Lenny Lawrence with Michael Flynn. And still he looks agitated, doesn't he, Pulis?
He's obviously still not happy. I think he's certainly shouting at the referee a few times, perhaps not happy with some of the decisions. But say that was a moment for County like they played in the first half, so we just need to do that again.
Throw will be taken by George Friend. Friend with the throw, he takes it short, gets the ball back from that. He's faced by Wilmot, he can't beat Wilmot. Wilmot plays it back and they work it clear, and Bennett works into Wilmot, and Wilmot plays it into Amond, who heads it and trying to find Jamil Matt, but the home side with Flint plays it inside, and two of them have got it. One is Wing, who gets the ball back from Saville, looking to work the opening, finds Downing, back it goes to Wing, finds Downing in the centre circle, with Jamil Matt breathing down, but shows absolute quality in turning one way then the other, plays it into Saville, back flick, finds Clayton finds Friend, and they're going to work a second substitution at any time, are the home side. Yes, it's Paddy McNair who's going to be coming on, as Clayton lays it in, again, this time it's Downing, looking up, looking to work Friend in behind, but doesn't. And again, Wing shoots, and it's a very good save, but it's Hassan Bolonga offside. And County have a free kick, but it was a very, very good save, and Nick Townsend's kept us in the match there, Damien.
It was a really powerful shot, and it's just a great save, got down to it, and you can see there, it's a shot from quite a distance, and great sort of reaction save. It's gone for some longer, but the save's been called as offside, so
Paddy McNair has come on for Ryan Shotton. So that's the second substitution for the home side. He looks worried, doesn't he? I'm looking at the television screen, and he really does as Townsend takes it to. But does it stop raining? No, it's still raining, isn't it? Doesn't look as much now, but I think we're going to be faced with a very wet journey home, I understand. Still no substitutions from County, as the free kick is taken by Townsend. Look to find in Wilmot, but the ball is headed out into touch, and County will have the throw-in. It's Regan Poole. Ambrami, Regan Poole with the throw-in. He's got Robbie Wilmot in front as the ball is headed out, and County will have another throw-in, slightly a further advanced position. Regan Poole, Robbie Wilmot marked. They're being marked very tightly, aren't they?
No, he's not giving them any options for the throw.
No. He's given County a throw-in. That was actually a Middlesbrough throw-in. That came off, that was extraordinary really. That came off Jamil Matt, who's there throwing. County have got it level with the area, and Demetrio's going to take the long throw-in, isn't he?
Yeah, take him when you can. Yeah, it's just clearly just looked like Matt just tapped it out.
And right in front of the assistant. Perhaps they saw something I didn't, but I thought it was definitely that. We've got 17 minutes left of this game for County to get this equaliser. As Demetrio hurls it into the box. Oh, it almost falls for Semenyo. Backinson, will he get there? He heads it forward. Semenyo goes for it, doesn't get there. And again, they're going to work it clear, and they're building up numbers here, and they're running at County as the ball is played through, and Poole must deal with it. He does deal with it, getting it back to his goalkeeper, who plays it out to Dan Butler on that far side, and they work it to Backinson. Back it goes to Butler. Butler takes one touch, two touches, plays it forward. Amond gets something on that, goes to the second ball, out into touch, and the referee's decided Amond has fouled, and it's George Saville, and it's going to be a free kick. You know, the chances are coming a little bit too infrequently for my liking, from our perspective, aren't they?
I say it's been a very different sort of second half to the first, hasn't it? It's been sort of all turned towards Middlesbrough now.
Yeah, it's County though have done well, and again Bennett, who's played exceptionally well. He tries to find Jamil Matt, and Matt is going to get his side a throw because that one's out into touch from Flint. They've got to try and pressurise a bit more and try and see if they can get a mistake or two off them, haven't they? As Regan Poole plays it forward, Matt tries to get ahead on that one, but he doesn't, and Clayton picks up the loose ball, plays it inside, gets the ball back from Downing, who works his way into space, doesn't he, all the time, looking to create. And again, the home side come at County, this time looking to work in. What a tackle from Scott Bennett. Wonderful tackle. But again, he does too much, you see. He should have given it away, and they've worked it, and because of that, the shot comes in, and he has to make the save, does the keeper there, Nick Townsend. And Scott Bennett did so well, but then he tried to do too much.
It was a perfectly timed,
and he gave the ball away.
And then, he should have, like you say, should have at least just put it forwards.
A loose pass from Dan Butler only finds Clayton, and Clayton's working space, and Downey's got the ball in behind, but O'Brien works it clear, and I don't think O'Brien realised there that there was no one on him, and instead of putting it out into touch, he hurriedly put it out there, but he could have worked it.
Yeah, so there was no one on him, he could have just taken that touch, taken that moment.
15,000, I think, isn't it? 15,794, including away following 1,280, or 200, 1,200. What an amazing attendance. 15,794, 1,200 is the away following, which is absolutely excellent. So there's the attendance we have, and the ball's with Clayton. Now it's played to this side to Friend. Friend on the ball, on this side, plays it inside, where he finds Saville. Saville plays it into Hassan Bolonga, who's come short. He in turn finds Downing. Again, in too much space for my liking. The problem is he's able to work it through, but that's a poor one. Townsend picks it up, and there's always that point that at any point in the last couple of minutes, County could snatch something. That's the point, isn't it?
That's it, because they've looked so positive, like they can get something from it. That's why you just keep believing.
Here comes Labadie. Any moment now, he's stripped, he's ready for action. Josh Labadie. Poole works it, Wilmot.
Josh Sheehan's ready as well. Yeah,
Sheehan's ready as well. So he's going to really switch it, isn't he? But he goes, he's looking for Matt. Ball is gone, it's now with Semenyo. Semenyo, he's got Butler overlapping on that side. Semenyo running at them, looking to cause problems. They're backing away from him as he carries it forward, plays it into Backinson. Backinson looks to work the ball, finds Wilmot in space. He's got Poole behind him. Wilmot running in. He looks as though he's going to get a corner kick. He is. It's the first of the second half. It's the fourth of the game. Antoine Semenyo is going to leave it for Dan Butler to take. County trying to get Labadie on, trying to get Josh Sheehan on. Here is the first one, and
he was just asking them, do you want him on now for the corner?
Backinson is coming off. He has done his day. Josh Labadie, he's done well, Tyreek Backinson.
Yeah, he's had, especially that run he had, it was really good.
He acknowledges the 1,200 fans. There's a magnificent 1,200, I should call them. Not the magnificent 1,200 who've made this long journey. Labadie is on. That's the first one. And Sheehan is not yet on. And the third and final one for Middlesbrough will be on shortly. And that's going to be Marcus Tavernier as Butler works it short. And to Amond, who plays the ball across. It's headed by Semenyo and it's headed wide. That's got to go down as a chance for County. He's headed it wide at goal. I'll tell you what, that was a good chance, wasn't it?
It was, and they worked it the same as the previous one where they...
Amond is coming off.
That's the short one, then
There's Porrick Amond off, and Josh Sheehan is on. Now that's an interesting substitution, isn't it? Amond is off, and Sheehan is on, and the final one will be for the home side. Is the referee going to wait, or is he going to say do it now? No, I think he's going to say the goal kick must be taken first. Tavernier is not going to be on. We have 11 plus a little bit minutes left as Bennett does not get there. The ball is played by Butler, though, got there in place of Fletcher, and the ball is played for by Townsend. And the free kick given away by Labadie. Just about 3 or 4 yards inside the line. Here's the substitution for the home side, and Tavernier is coming on, and it is Ashley Fletcher who is coming off. Marcus Tavernier is on. That's the third and final. Tavernier is on, and Fletcher is off. So County have one more substitution. One side have used up all those. 10.5 minutes left. As Clayton takes it, plays it wide to Friend. Friend carries the ball forward. Sheehan trying to close him down, but Friend is robbed beautifully by Poole. Poole then plays it forward. He's looking, and the referee is given the free kick. Friend's a little bit late there. Left his leg in there, didn't he?
He left his leg in and then went straight back to have a go at Paul. You can see in the replay then. So he kicked the ball well up and then clipped towards.
Townsend slips, taking the free kick. Butler heads it on. Semenyo is going to have a chance to run at them, is he? Plays it back to Butler. Butler is going one way and one way only, and that's backwards to his goalkeeper, who this time doesn't get a lot on it. It has to be said, and the ball bounces, and the home side have got it with Clayton in midfield in the centre circle, and he goes back to Flint, and he goes back to Randolph, and he plays it forward, but only as far as Butler, and Butler carries it forward, and Dan Butler is allowed to carry it, but he's beaten to it, and the home side now, and Butler's got to get back, and he's struggling to get back because the home side are coming at County now. McNair, and they've got a chance here, and the shot comes in, but it's dragged well wide of goal from McNair, the same player, and it's a goal kick to County. And with 9 minutes left, where is this piece of inspiration coming from, Damien?
Don't really know. Say at the minute it's all about Middlesbrough. Having all the shots, say that there's a few slips and trips, you don't know what's going to happen if there's going to be a loose ball, but at the minute when you get that ball further up from Townsend, and see if we can hold it like we're in the first half.
Well, it's interesting that Semenyo's come over to this side to have a go at Friend, but the ball is played forward, County win it. And there's a head injury, and the referee has blown the whistle. And it is Semenyo, isn't it, who's down?
It is.
But whatever happens, I mean, the players stop for an injury. It's been a wonderfully spirited performance. I think that would be the expression to use in this match.
I think you say they've done themselves justice. They've played well. Even if it ends like this, it's a respectful scoreline. I'd say they've had a great first half, and they've had chances. And it keeps the side like this. Really
absolutely.
Well. He's up.
He's okay. He'll be all right. Players taking in water yet again. Sheen getting instructions from his manager.
He didn't do a drop ball because he didn't give it as a free kick, did he?
Drop ball, but they surely will give the ball back to County, which indeed they will. And Clayton sportingly gives it back to Townsend, who's carrying the ball way outside his area. And kicks it. Driving rain here as the ball is headed by Friend, but as Labadie gets it well to Wilmot, plays it forward to Matt. Matt finds Labadie, who shields it well to Wilmot. Back he goes, and the ball is worked forward by Poole, but that's a poor one, and the ball drifts all the way through to Darren Randolph. We've got about 6.5 minutes plus added time. Michael Flynn walking towards Lenny Lawrence, who comes forward for a chat, just telling him his thoughts. You're looking at the Newport crowd on the screen there, some worried faces there. Some very young County fans have made this journey to see their boys. But it's Middlesbrough who come forward, but Poole has worked it, and Wilmot's now got it, and he works it to Labadie. In turn he goes back to Bennett, and County have a free kick. It's gone very scrappy, but Wilmot works it back, and Poole plays it first time right-footed. Headed by Matt, and he finds Semenyo. Semenyo tries to get in, and they work. Experience there, Friend, means that it's going to be a throw-in to the home side. I make it, we're coming to towards the 5-minute mark left of this game. Ball thrown into Downing, back to Friend. Downing looks up, he's able to pass the ball forward, but Demetrio does well, recovers and gets the ball to Butler, who in turn finds Labadie, who looks to find no one behind him. He's able to carry the ball quite a way. What's he going to do with this? The answer is going to play it to Wilmot. He gets advanced there. He goes forward. The ball played. So it's shame that he couldn't work it back. It comes to Bennett. Bennett does well, turns, works it to Butler, but they've got to get the ball quicker into the box from these positions. As Butler crosses it, Ayala clears it, and it's out into touch, and County have a throw-in. And with 5 minutes left of this game, they might as well go for broke. They've got to go for it now.
Such a shame then, because Bennett, he just couldn't get it to his feet in the right position to hit that, so he had to turn and take it away from goal. And
it's a Mickey Demetrio long throw-in right in front of the 1,200 fans on that far side. Demetrio will go long. He'll go into the box. He does. It's a flatter throw, but they get it clear, but only as far as Butler, who finds Labadie. Labadie in turn finds Wilmot. Wilmot tries to, and he does find Semenyo, turns beautifully. Semenyo running into the box. He gets past one. He almost gets past two. He's having his jersey tugged, but he works it to Sheehan. He in turn works it far side. Oh, what a chance for Semenyo! And he's placed it over the bar after the ball is worked. Has the final chance gone? Semenyo has blazed it over from literally 7 or 8 yards out, and that will go down as the best chance of the match. It's come with 4 minutes left, and here comes Matty Dolan. Demetrio is coming off, Matty Dolan is coming on. Playing back at the club he started at Middlesbrough as a youngster. Matty Dolan comes on, Demetrio is off, and Damien, that is the chance, isn't it?
That was the one. I mean, Demetrio headed it back so well, but unfortunately, I say, just got under it and hit it over. I say, had the perfect opportunity.
The net should have been bulging. That should have been the equaliser. There's no question.
Yeah.
The keeper wouldn't have saved it.
No,
there was nowhere near.
Should have made him try and save it.
Yeah, I mean, he was nowhere near it, but County again give the ball away for a throw-in on the far side. They won't be in a rush to take this with 3 minutes left. Dolan is on. They've got the ball where they want it. They're going to keep ball now, and that's what they do, is they work it to Friend from Flint, and he plays it wide here to Downing, who takes up this wide position, drifts inside, plays it to Clayton, who drags it back and then plays it to Ayala. He in turn plays it to the far side, and they're running and coming at County now as the ball again played in, and Bennett shielding it, and County have won it back, and Bennett plays it inside, and Dolan finds Labadie behind. Labadie has to turn, looking for a pass. He in turn finds Bennett, who's gone into the back to accommodate for Dolan with these last couple of minutes. Butler looking for a pass, finds Labadie. He finds Sheehan. Sheehan looking, probing. Is there a sting in the tail? Can County get this equaliser? It's worked to Semenyo. Semenyo, back he goes to Poole. He goes back to O'Brien. This is where we don't want to see it. Ball is played forward to Semenyo though, who takes it well, but Wilmot must win this ball. He doesn't, but O'Brien does, and he finds Wilmot. He in turn finds Dolan. Dolan works it wide. We're 43 minutes into the second half, and Butler's being allowed to go at them. He plays it wide to Wilmot, who's on that far side. Wilmot now trying his luck, plays the ball in. It's headed by Semenyo. There's a chance. Oh, it's worked wide, and it's going to go for a corner kick. Wow, that was so nearly Jamil. Matt bodies diving in there from Middlesbrough, and Matt so nearly worked the ball in. But they're going, if they're going to go out, they're going out with a fight. Dan Butler is going to take the corner kick. I make it, we're coming towards the 90th minute. The fans are getting behind them. They're doing everything that they can. Is there one last big effort? He raises his right arm, Dan Butler. In the corner goes, but they head it clear. But Regan Poole wins it for County. Back to Butler. Butler carries it, beats two players. He crosses it. Oh, and the ball is still not cleared. Semenyo, are they going to clear it? It's with Dolan, but they clear it. And Butler, and they're now working it at County, and they're coming at them. Such a shame there, so nearly opened them up. Ball played through, but Robbie Wilmot has broken that play up. He finds Dolan, and Dolan finds Butler with 30 seconds left, and it's with Sheehan. This is pure excitement. Is there drama? As Sheehan takes it forward, he lays it into Matt. Is he offside? Ayala, but he only finds Sheehan. Sheehan, he's got to work it quicker. Dolan, they've got to move it quicker. It's with Labadie. Labadie carries it forward. He shoots, and the keeper takes it. It bounces off his chest. He falls on it. And here's the added time. 4 minutes of added time. We're just starting it. 4 minutes. We're 90 plus now. And Randolph carries the ball. 51st minute goal is the difference from Daniel Ayala. Simple header, ball forward, and the ball is played forward from Poole, but the home side get it. Ayala's worked it back, and Randolph hurriedly plays it forward. Labadie works it, and it's with Wilmot. Wilmot does well, holds on to it. Labadie is robbed. He dwelt too long, and Hassan Balonga plays it forward, but O'Brien gets it back to his goalkeeper. The ball, you can see there with the spray on the pitch as he works it to Bennett, who works it to Butler on the far side. They're coming forward. They're going forward. It's almost 1 minute to the added 4. Plays it square, finds Labadie. Labadie plays it back to Poole. They've got Wilmot wide. He's got Semenyo inside. Poole crosses it, and they work it clear, but it's only as far as Sheehan. But this time they're going to look to get it forward, and Regan Poole thought he was fouled. Hassan Balonga carries it forward, and he beats one player, but Bennett works it forward. Hassan Balonga falls, and County are getting on with it. Referee John Brooks is having nothing to do with it, and it's with Dan Butler. Butler going forward over halfway. 1.5 of the added 4 are gone. Butler finds Sheehan. Sheehan carries with the ball, looking for an opening, finds Labadie in space. He's got Poole, he's got Wilmot to his right. It's Regan Poole, it's Robbie Wilmot wide. He looks to probe, he plays the ball in, and the ball is over Semenyo, and it rolls out, and it goes for a goal kick. And that's the last chance that County will have here at the Riverside Stadium. 2 minutes now of the added 4 are gone. They've had their chances, they had to take one, they haven't, but the biggest one was just a couple of minutes ago, 3 or 4 minutes ago. It fell to Antoine Semenyo, unfortunately he's glazed it over the bar. The goalkeeper will take it, and Mike Flynn not happy, they're time wasting a little bit. Randolph, you can't blame him I suppose, but he takes it forward, it goes over to that far side, ball bounces, and that's going to be a throw into County. Is there one final chance for them? Dan Butler, we're probably a minute and a half away as Butler plays it across. He finds Regan Poole. Poole carries the ball, he carries it forward, it still remains 1-0. Regan Poole, you've got time, you can move it. He plays it to the far side, where Semenyo takes it beautifully out of the air. He finds Sheehan. Sheehan is in space. He plays it forward, and there's a chance. It's on! They've equalised! County with Matty Dolan is equalised! They've equalised! County have got the goal with 1 minute left.
Amazing.
Dolan.
Amazing.
I think it's Dolan, isn't it?
I think it was. It's so scrappy. There was 2 or 3 on the floor.
It's Dolan who's got it right in front of the fans. Oh my word! It's Matty Dolan.
Amazing.
Dolan has put the ball in. Oh my word! Matty Dolan at Middlesbrough.
Look at the time.
Wow, wow, wow. They are celebrating. Dolan, Hartlepool born, started with Middlesbrough. Wow, wow, wow.
Comes on and does that, look.
Oh my goodness me, it is drama.
It's gone out to Sheehan, it's a bit of a scrappy one, and then Dolan
has put it home.
That's a
It's got to be time shortly. It has to be time. This is FA Cup at its very best.
That's what it's about.
Middlesbrough 1, Newport County AFC 1. Now just come on County, see it out please. Follow replay a week Tuesday. All eyes are on John Brooks as the ball is played forward. They're going to have one last chance as Clayton plays it forward. They appeal for offside, it's not given, and County played out into touch. It's a throw into the home side. The referee, we're still looking at him as Downing plays it inside. Ball is out into touch. County have a throw in. It's loose. They're booing. They are booing. There it is. Yes. And County have their replay. It is 1-1, and we have taken back to Rodney Parade for, I'm sure, a televised replay a week on Tuesday night. Oh my word, what drama. The script was written for Matty Dolan to come on and get the equaliser. The Middlesbrough-born boy has done it, and now it's Middlesbrough who've got the difficult trip, and County are in the draw for the 5th round on Monday. Oh my word.
Oh, it's unbelievable. You can't write that, because the boy who scored, Matty Dolan, ex-Middlesbrough player, Middlesbrough lad, 40 of his family in the crowd. He's disappointed that he's not starting, and I don't think he's ever scored a goal in the box. It's unbelievable. You know, it's a fairy tale, really.
Those scenes at the final whistle with the fans?
Oh, no. The amount of fans we've brought up here for such a distance, not so long after Christmas, goes to show how special they are. 12, nearly 1,300 fans is an exceptional away following, to Middlesbrough, and I can't thank them. They did not stop singing from the first minute, from the warm-up actually, to the 95th.
Matty, can you talk us through the emotions at the moment?
Yeah, obviously still a bit in shock. Pretty special moment for myself, but I think it was what we deserved in the end, so yeah, it was a pretty special moment, so I'll probably find out what it feels like tomorrow when I look back on it.
Talk us through the goal and the celebrations that followed.
I think Shees has whipped the cross in, bit of a goalmouth scramble, and really got a nosebleed being that high up, but I just managed to slot it in the bottom corner, and then afterwards it was me and gave the fans something to celebrate, and it was incredible scenes, I think.
Bearing in mind your links to Middlesbrough, how special a moment was that?
Yeah, very special. I think Middlesbrough invested a lot of time in me as a young lad, sort of 6 right the way up to 20. So I spent a lot of time here, never really broke through, but it's a pretty special moment. Obviously nice to play out there on the Riverside again, and then topped it off with a goal.
And the scenes at the end, the celebrations with the fans, what were they like?
Yeah, magic. I think it's a long trip up for them, and they've came in, obviously, their numbers. They got exactly what they deserved. I thought the lads were brilliant first half and second half. So I think we got what we deserved, and it'd be nice to take them back to Rodney and make a game of it.